Hello and welcome. You're watching Republic TV. I'm Sakal Bhatt, and as today the nation celebrates its 70 years of independence, the 70th anniversary of India's independence, Team Republic joins in the celebration. Throughout the day, through our special broadcast, we are going to talk about India's independence at 70, what it means to celebrate being Indian, and as we map the aspirations of New India, we will be joining in the celebrations, getting you the reports all across the country today, as the nation's heart is full with pride today. A quick check at the headlines that we are tracking at this hour. India celebrates 70 years of independence today. Republic celebrates India's heroes. Catch the special broadcast all day on Republic. At the stroke of midnight, 70 years ago, India made a tryst with destiny. Republic celebrates 70 years of India's independence. And we stay safe. Thanks to the forces that guard our borders, this is the day to celebrate these heroes. And as India turns 70, we celebrate unity in diversity, a country of 1.25 billion people, but our identity is being one Indian. And celebrating being Indian today, when we celebrate also our 70th anniversary of independence, Team Republic has in fact prepared this very, very special package which will of course be close to every heart of Indian today. Let's have a look.
Just imagine an Indian general speaking to Pakistani soldiers, speaking to Pakistani prisoners of wars, and then telling them and asking them about their welfare. You know, viewers, I often say that the Indian army is not just a powerful army, it's also a moral army. And who a better example to drive home this point than the legendary Sam Bahadur.
And to talk about Sam is actually to talk about the Gurkhas. Legend has it that during one of his visits to the forward positions, he was visiting a Gurkha regiment. So he actually jumped into one of the trenches and he asked him, "Do you know who I am?" So that startled soldier in the trenches probably didn't know his full name. So he says, "Yes, I know." And he said, "What is it?" He says, "You're Sam Bahadur."
I'm here at the Veer Sthal of the 5th and the 8th Gurkha Rifles. Behind me, carved on black granite, are names of those martyrs who have fought for the Paltan. In front of me are these black, somber granite slabs with the names of martyrs written in gold. Jeeta Bahadur Ghale, Jeet Bahadur Pun, Jeeta Gurung, Jovai Singh Thapa, on and on. And there are pillars and there are pillars and there are black granite pillars. All names written in gold. I really wish someday Indians would come here and see the freedom that we enjoy, the freedom that we take for granted, the happiness that we have with our families. It is protected by martyrs who shed blood. Even today as I speak, even today as I speak these lines to you, there is some soldier along the line of control who's probably breathing his last. It is sad, it is unfortunate. But that is the price one pays for freedom. I'm joined here by Major Govind Joshi. Good morning, Major Joshi. Jain, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So, Major Govind Joshi here is from the famous and iconic 5 Gurkha Rifles. But tell us, what is the legend of Gaje Gale?
So during the Second World War, the second 5GR, it was assigned a task there in the Burma and Chin Hills. So he was leading a platoon of young soldiers, not very experienced soldiers, and he's the only NCO who's leading them by front. And lot many soldiers were killed. The main task was to stop the advancing Japanese. So here Gajigale advances with his kukri in his hand and the war cry, Ayo Gurkhali. Because of this sheer motivation and the leadership is leading from the front, and the kanchas, the juniors are at the back and thinking, yes, the Guruji is ahead. So they are just following him. Meanwhile, he gets a splinter shot, a grenade shot. He is wounded in his arm, in his chest, in the leg, but he's continuing with his charge. Okay. So with this condition also, he was told to go to the regimental aid post, to RAP, but he refused. He said, no. Firstly, I will go, I will complete my task. उसके नाम जानो सक देना मैंने अपना टास्क कंप्लीट करने हैं.
Among the Gurkhas and in the Gurkha Rifles, there is this tradition of the grandfather, the father, the son, and the future generations also either joining the Gurkhas, serving in the Gurkha Rifles. What is so special that we see generation after generation of Gurkhas joining the regiment?
War fighting comes naturally or perhaps instinctively to them. With the background of the majority of our troops, they come from, let's say, a rural setting. So all these stories of battles and their own kith and kin having done wonderfully well in wars, having been awarded Victoria Cross and other medals for bravery, they are the stuff of folklore.
I'm standing here with Lieutenant Dil Bahadur Rana. I'm speaking to him because he's the third generation of his family in the army. His grandfather served in the Second World War. His father served the 2-8 Gurkhas. And on 10th of June this year, Lieutenant Dil Bahadur Rana here was commissioned into 2-8 GR, his father's regiment. So why did you join the army? What motivated you to join the army?
As a child, I used to see my father wearing uniform, and this uniform used to be very different from the uniforms that was worn by the civilians. Long boots, sparkling, and colorful uniform. So as a kid, I wanted to wear those uniform, and these small things, it accumulated my dream of becoming an army officer, and today I'm here as army officer in the same battalion that my father is serving in.
Lift, right, lift, Scott! Come! Scott! Aage badhega, bahe,
They say that drill is the bedrock of military discipline. It is on this parade ground that young Gurkha recruits are taught the basics of military discipline. And it is these instructors here who instill that iron in their soul. They say that a soldier is not a soldier unless he has discipline. And it is this parade ground, this very parade ground, that those young men are made into the world's finest Gurkha soldiers. I'm inside this trench, and with me is Colonel Hudram of the Gurkha Rifles. 6 inches above our heads, they are firing light machine guns, 5.56 mm ammunition. I don't know if you can see the tracer bullets just flying 6 inches above our heads. And very soon you'll see soldiers and recruits of the Gurkha Rifles coming and crawling. Here is the first recruit who's coming here. He's crawling. This exercise is done by the army everywhere to give you an indication of how it would feel to be in a battle situation with live ammunition. So what is being fired are not blanks, these are live rounds, and they are going 6 inches above our heads. Shabash beta, shabash. I'm doing this after 18 years, and it's a little strange, but memories are coming back slowly. So tell me, Colonel, how was your experience the first time you did battle inoculation? How was your experience?
Bullets are just going right overhead. At the time that we started feeling that okay, one mistake and that's it, your life.
Yeah, that's the end of it. Huh?
That's the end of it. And so it was like, okay, this is the life in the army is not simple. When people say that people in the army are brave, it is not that we don't feel fear. We feel fear, but then we are trained to overcome that fear. Like this is what we are putting them through.
Martial music is a very important component which motivates the troops and the youngsters who will join this regiment. And it is a very, very important part, a very important component which not only tells the history of the regiment through music, but also motivates the youngsters to live up to the expectations.
Guarding the highest battlefield.
From the depth of the ocean to the world's highest battlefield, Siachen, Republic gets you an exclusive insight into the hardships and challenge that our soldiers face every day to ensure that you and I remain safe.
Battling the tough weather.
We are exposed to high altitude diseases like acute mountain sickness, high altitude pulmonary edema, high altitude cerebral edema.
Steel sharks that guard our waters.
INS Sindhu Dhwaj. This submarine is considered to be one of the most deadliest and most silent underwater predator in the world.
We don't know them all, but we owe them all. Catch the Independence Day special broadcast of Warriors today on Republic TV.
And of course, we celebrate being Indian throughout the day in our special broadcast Independence at 70, India at 70. And also, we will celebrate what it means to being Indian. We will celebrate our heroes. And today, we will also once again remember all those who laid down their lives in the line of duty, our martyrs.